the sweetest little puppy. Chapter 1. Welcome to the world, Sassy. On a warm spring morning, Heidi the Chihuahua gave birth to a litter of 5 tiny puppies. Among them was Sassy, the smallest and most delicate of them all. Sassy had inherited her father Sammy's fluffy corgi coat and stubby legs, but her ears were pure Heidi, large, alert, and expressive. While her sisters were healthy and robust, Sassy's small size made her stand out. Her family initially worried about her ability to thrive, but the little puppy had a spark in her eyes that seemed to say, "Don't count me out just yet." Sassy's sisters eventually found loving homes, but she stayed with her human family. Her playful antics and gentle, loving nature captured their hearts completely. From the very first day, Sassy showed she was more than just the runt of the litter. She was a little dog with a big spirit. Chapter 2. Runt with a big heart. Despite being the smallest, Sassy quickly claimed her place as the leader of her pack. Her fearlessness amazed everyone. Whether it was chasing a fluttering leaf or standing up to the vacuum cleaner, nothing seemed to scare her. Her favorite playmate was Allie, the family's older dog. Sassy would leap onto Allie's back and bark excitedly, urging her sister to play. The sight of the tiny puppy bossing around her bigger sibling brought endless laughter to the household. Sassy's sweetness was just as remarkable as her bravery. She had a way of snuggling close when anyone was feeling down, her warm presence acting like a comforting hug. For such a tiny pup, she had a gigantic heart. Chapter 3. The Family Ties. Sassy had a special bond with every member of her family. With Dad, she loved lounging on the couch, her little head resting on his knee. With Mom, Sassy shared a morning routine of coffee and cuddles. And with the kids, Sassy was their fearless protector and eager playmate. Her relationship with Heidi, her mother, was uniquely tender. Heidi would groom Sassy lovingly, her tiny tongue smoothing Sassy's fluffy fur. The two were often found napping together, their small bodies curled up like a heart. Sassy's presence brought the family closer together. They all agreed life was sweeter with Sassy in it. Chapter 4. Adventures in Mail Checking. Every day at 2 p.m., Sassy's ears perked up. It was time to check the mail. Sassy took her job seriously. She trot alongside her human, tail wagging, as they made their way to the mailbox. Once there, she'd stand on her hind legs, paws on the mailbox, as if supervising the task. Bringing the mail back was her proudest moment. She'd bounce happily alongside her family, convinced she'd contributed to something important. For Sassy, this daily ritual wasn't just a routine, it was her way of being part of the team. Chapter 5. Treats and Treasures. Sassy had a love affair with treats. Her favorite was a peanut butter biscuit shaped like a bone. The mere sound of the treat jar opening would send her scampering into the kitchen, eyes wide with excitement. Her cleverness shone when it came to earning extra treats. She'd perform her tricks, sit, stay, roll over, with such enthusiasm that it was impossible to resist rewarding her. Occasionally, Sassy would sneak a treat from Allie's bowl, but her guilty look always gave her away. To Sassy, treats weren't just delicious. They were little tokens of love and connection. Chapter 6. Brave Beyond Measure. Sassy's bravery was legendary. One day, a loud thunderstorm shook the house. While Allie hid under the bed, Sassy stood at the window, barking at the sky as if challenging the storm to a duel. Another time, she confronted a raccoon in the backyard. Though the raccoon was twice her size, Sassy's fierce barks sent it scurrying up a tree. Her family couldn't believe such a tiny dog could be so bold. Sassy's courage inspired her family. She reminded them that bravery wasn't about size, it was about heart. Chapter 7. Nighttime Cuddles. When the day was done, Sassy had one demand: to sleep with her humans. She'd burrow under the blankets and curl up by their feet, her soft snores a soothing lullaby. Nighttime cuddles became a cherished ritual. Sassy's presence brought comfort and warmth, her tiny body radiating love. For her family, those quiet moments of closeness were the perfect end to each day. Chapter 8. The Pack's Little Leader. Sassy led her pack with a mix of authority and affection. When it was time to eat, she'd bark once to call Allie to her bowl. During playtime, she determined the games, and during naps, she ensured everyone was snuggled together. Her leadership was subtle but effective. Even Allie, the older and bigger dog, seemed to look to Sassy for guidance. Despite her size, Sassy's presence brought harmony and order to the household. Chapter 9. Sisterly Bonds. Sassy and Allie shared a bond that was unbreakable. They'd chase each other around the yard, their laughter like barks filling the air. On lazy afternoons, they'd nap side by side, their paws touching as if to remind each other they were never alone. Sassy's playful nature balanced Allie's calm demeanor. Together, they were a perfect pair, teaching each other lessons in patience, kindness, and fun. Chapter 10. The Sweetest Puppy Legacy. As the years passed, Sassy continued to fill her family's lives with love and joy. Everyone who met her was charmed by her bravery, sweetness, and larger-than-life personality. Sassy's legacy was one of love, a reminder that even the smallest among us can make the biggest impact. For her family, she wasn't just a pet. She was a symbol of courage, kindness, and the sweetest little puppy they'd ever known.